we remember we are looking at building a relationship with God, and we are starting with love God, fear God. Now that last verse, Ephesians 3:19, tells us why this love is important. It's not important just because it's a ceremonial thing. There is an expectation that God has, or there is a desire, and there's a level He wants us to get to with Him. Now that scripture says, and to know the love of God, which passeth knowledge, that ye might be filled with the fullness of God. That is like the amount of God that is able to reside inside you. The amount of God, the amount of God that you are able to carry, you are able to contain, is very directly proportional to the love of God that you are able to show forth. It says, and to know the love of God which passeth knowledge, that ye might be filled with the fullness of God. You love God, you have. So the more you love Him, the more you prove that love. It's like the more doses of God are being added to you. This is obviously why the Bible would say that Jesus was the express image of the Father. This is why He had the Spirit without measure, because He loved Him. I mean, He even said before the foundation of the world. If you read John chapter 17, He was talking about their love that has existed before the foundation of the world. That's why He was able. When you see people that seem to carry God, I'm not saying seem to be dramatic, they literally seem to carry God. Like, you can feel so much of God in everything they do. Check their love life. There are people that they really understand what it means to love God, and they demonstrate it in every way. So they carry God. You want to build a wonderful relationship with God. The level of God that He's going to make available to you is based on the level of love you show to Him. The level of God Himself, everything about Him that is going to make available to you, is dependent on the level of love that you demonstrate to Him. That's what determines. Is literally proportional. Praise God.